How you doing? I'm Kurt. Nice to meet you. Yeah. So we're going to do a little evaluation of you today, but we're going to start with getting a little history and figuring out, what brought you here for therapy and what we wanted to accomplish while you're here with us for the few weeks. So first of all, let me get an appreciation for what you're hoping to get out of this experience. Is there certain goals or anything you'd like to achieve, or a certain activity that you would hope to get better at? It's kind of a primary focus.
You always hope that you can walk better.
Okay. So when you say walk better, does that mean faster, farther, both?
Mostly further.
Mostly further.
Mm-hmm.
How about more confidently, or?
Yes, because part of me is a head case.
All of us are.
Yeah. There's always a fear of falling,
Sure.
and I have done that.
Yeah. Once you've had a bad fall or two, that definitely plays a big role. So, okay. So walking is one of your main things for this experience you're hoping to get out of this. Okay. Great. Well, that's definitely an area we'll be working on and trying to get that going for you. So, all right. So tell me, how long have you had this stroke for?
Well, be 3 years August 4th.
Okay, so 3 years. That just passed. That anniversary just passed a little bit ago. So, okay. Before you had the stroke, tell me about how active of a person were you? Did you have any mobility problems before the stroke?
None. No mobility problems at all, because I've always been pretty active. I mean, I worked out at least 4 days a week.
Yeah, I remember you were pretty religious about that.
And I was a runner for years. And then I moved to stationary bike because a number of my friends were having knee problems. And I didn't need that.
Right,
so I
right.
used stationary bike where you could still get the resistance but not the pounding.
Okay. So up until the stroke, you're very active, totally independent, right? So
yes.
Okay, yep. And you're still active and still maintaining your independence as best you can. So that's good. So, so you had the stroke. Did you have any? Do you have any other major medical issues? Heart, lung problems, or anything like that,
No.
or
No, I thought I was pretty healthy.
Yeah.
I did all the things you're supposed to do.
Exactly. Sounds like it.
Had a good diet,
Yeah. You just,
rest, active,
Yep.
but there are no givens.
No, not in this life. Did they ever figure out what they think caused the stroke or led to it? Do you remember it all?
I can't remember what it was. Oh, AFib.
Oh, so AFib. So it was a clot from the heart that at least they suspect.
Evidently.
Okay. Yeah, that can creep up and don't even know you have the AFib. Some of those are asymptomatic. So. All right. So you had the stroke, and you don't have any other major problems. You had the AFib, and I'm assuming you're on some. Maybe are you on some blood thinners now?
One.
Okay. So Eliquis. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And any other high blood pressure or anything like that that's an issue for you? Okay. No high blood pressure. Okay. Great. So.
Some of them I can't remember.
Sure.
Just green pills.
Yeah, green pills, or red pills, yeah, that's okay. We don't need
I
those.
take a fistful in the morning, a fistful at night.
Gosh, keeps you going, I guess. Huh? Yeah. So you had the stroke. You've had some rehab, I know, multiple bouts of rehab. We don't need to go into the details of that at this point. But I also know you had a fall. So tell me about you fell and what happened during that fall.
Well, actually, I was in an ADA shower, and I was on the bench showering, and I reached for the hand shower and slipped.
Oh.
And fell and broke my hip.
Were you in a sitting position when you reached and slipped off that?
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of slipped off the seat?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what led, so you weren't actually standing or walking during
No.
that fall?
No.
Okay. And then you broke the left hip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how long ago was that, approximately? So about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And when you had the hip fracture, how did they repair that?
Just pinned it back together.
Okay, so just pinned it. It wasn't a total hip replacement. So I imagine you weren't allowed to put much weight on that for a period of time. So,
Well,
maybe
actually
just
came back pretty quick.
Did you? That's good.
Well,
Yeah, you probably have pretty
Yeah.
good bones, which is good.
that's why they did it that way instead of replacing.
Yeah.
The bones were still in good shape.
Yeah, so they knew they'd heal. So,
Mhm.
all right. So let's talk about how you're doing at home currently. Tell me about how you do with walking at home. Are you walking on your own in the house? Do you have somebody stand with you when you walk, and what do you use?
Usually somebody stands with me when I walk,
Okay,
but I can move around.
right.
I use a cane.
Okay, so you use a cane. What kind of a cane do you use? Does it have 1 point or 4 points, or?
4-point or 1-point.
Okay, so 4 point or 1 point, but more often than not, the 4-point cane. Is that true? So, okay, so quad cane here. I see you got. So good. Getting up and down from chairs and those kind of things. Is that something you need help with, or do you need? Depends on the chair maybe and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Depends on the chair.
So you can do it mostly on your own sometimes.
It's coming, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, that's something. Is that something you'd like to get better at as well, as your independence and getting up and out of chairs? That's something we can also probably work on. So. Okay. So tell me a little bit about your home. Is it one level, 2-story, basement?
No, it's one level.
Okay.
We live on the 3rd floor, but we have an elevator.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So,
So you're just one level. Is it accessible, like handicap accessible?
Oh,
kind
yes.
Of? Is it where do you live at? Is it a name? Is it like a residential facility or an apartment or condo kind of place?
Condo.
Okay. It's designed for that kind of living.
No, it wasn't designed for that. We redid it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, we have all the bars in the bath and that sort of
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
Flooring. What's the flooring like there?
About like this.
Okay, just a real low pile carpet.
Mhm.
Okay, and then there's probably obviously the bathroom's probably tile or something like that, or
It's
something like that.
Mhm.
How about the kitchen? Is it like a hardwood?
It's wood.
Wood. Okay.
Mhm.
Good. Okay.
And I only use the wheelchair in the kitchen because we had the condo repainted, and I didn't want to go through the house
Bang.
scratching up all the.
Right.
So I only use it in the kitchen.
What is that your manual wheelchair, or do you use it a power chair?
No, it's a manual chair.
Manual chair. Okay.
Mhm.
So you can use that in the kitchen some. So.
That's where my computer is. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, great. So you've had, I know you also mentioned to me that you might have had a recent little stumble or fall. What was that in the house?
No. We were Saturday morning we were down at the 2nd Street Market,
Yeah.
and I just misjudged some distance evidently, and I went down and my left leg went out
to the side.
Mhm.
And did you have any soreness afterwards?
I have soreness now, yeah,
Okay.
from the knee up to the groin.
On the inside of the leg there?
On the
Okay.
inside, yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Mhm.
So tell me, about your kind of interests and hobbies and things you want to working on your physical abilities would help you do. So what are some of the things you still are
Well,
interested in doing?
We still travel a good bit.
Uh-huh.
We've been able to do that.
Oh, good.
So
What kind of things do you travel for?
Well-
Just sightseeing, or do you go to conferences and that kind of stuff?
both.
Okay, good. Combine a little business and pleasure.
Mhm.
Good.
Yeah, I still belong to a couple of professional organizations that I
Okay.
belonged to when I was a teacher. I still go to those.
Okay.
And
So what did you teach?
I was in the physical education division at the University of Dayton,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and taught methods courses and the history class.
It's like sports history and those kind of things.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're definitely a well-known person in this part of the UD. So I just.
Or
wanted
if you took the history course, it's notorious.
it's
rather than-
notorious.
Yeah.
You're infamous.
Yeah.
So Okay. Well, great. I think that gives us at least a start on some of your history and what we want. All right, John. We're going to start to do a little bit of a physical exam with you now, which we're going to take a look at some of your movements and strength and coordination and all that fun stuff. So you're just going to follow my lead. So the first thing I want you to do for me is just take your arms, and I want you to, you can kind of have your thumbs pointed up as best you can, and all this is just as best as you can try. So you just give it your best effort. You're just going to try to raise both your arms up straight up over your head as high as you can. Good. Nice. All right. How about, can you bring them out to the side like this at all? More out to the side versus the front. Good. Okay. Bring them back down. Great. Now what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to go ahead and have you bring, actually just go ahead and do this for me. Go ahead and can you bend your elbows up like this? Make a muscle for me on both sides as best you can. Good. Now straighten them back down. Good. Now what I want you to do is, if you can, just try to bring your wrists up like this. So just bring your wrist up like that. Good. Now we're going to turn your hand just sideways here, and now try to bend your wrist in like this on both sides. Just try to bend your wrist in best you can, if you can on this side at all. Good. Now what I want you to do here is I want you to go ahead and, if you can, is just spread your fingers out as much as you can on both sides. Good. Now I want you to go ahead and squeeze my fingers as best you can on both sides. So just squeeze, 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 squeeze. All right, I see your finger on this side moving a little bit. You're squeezing there some. Okay, that index finger and that middle finger squeezing a little bit there. Okay, good. All right. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and check some muscles here real quick and on this side. So just go ahead and hold there and don't let me pull down. Good. Nice job. Yeah, you did do some working out, didn't you? And I'm going to try to push it this way. Don't let me. Good. Okay. Just bring that to the side like that and hold it up there. Don't let me push it down. Good. Okay. Just wanted to take a quick peek at that. So this hand, you can just relax there. Now we're going to take a look at your legs a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let's start with this side. We're going to do some movements just on this side, then we'll take a look at this side. Okay, so first of all, what I want you to do is just try to bring your hip up like this. Good. And then back down. Can you go ahead and straighten your knee out? Kick it out like that for me. Good. And back down. Can you bring it underneath you like this? Good. Can you bring your ankle and toes up as far as you can? Now point them all the way down. Great. Okay. And while we're here on this side, I'm going to test the strength on this just a little bit as well. So go ahead and straighten that knee out. Actually, take that back. Relax your knee. Let's go ahead and just relax. There you go. Bring the knee up. There you go. Hold it there and don't let me push it down. Good. Now you're going to straighten the knee out like I just had you. Now hold it there. Don't let me push it down. Nice. And we're going to bring the toes and ankle up like this for me. Hold it up. Hold it up there. Bring it up again. There you go. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Good. Now push down into my hand like you're pushing on an accelerator. There you go. Good. And relax. We're going to do some of those same things on this side, okay, as best you can. I'm just going to move your hand a little bit off to the side here just for the moment. So are you able to bring and lift that knee up a little bit like this? There. Hold it up there if you can. There you go. Good. Okay. Go ahead and straighten that knee out for me if you can.
That's about all you're going to get.
That's okay. That looks good. Now, relax the knee, and I'm just going to give you a little support here. Are you able to bring that toe and that ankle up like that? Bring it up and out if you can a little bit. Okay. Good. Let's check the strength on this a little bit. So bring that hip up again. Hold it up there for me if you can. Hold it up. I'm just going to give you a little pressure there. Good. Not too bad. Straighten that knee out there for me. Right there, hold it there, hold it out, hold it out, hold it out, hold it out, hold it out. Come on, there you go. Try it again. Just keep it out there. Good, 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 good. Well, that's good. We can work on that strength. You've got some strength there, but that's something we can build on. And now bring the toes up and the ankle. Bring them up for me as best you can and hold them there, hold them there. Good. Now can you push down into my hand? Point your toes. There you go. good. All right. Nice work. All right. I'm going to check. You doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to check a little bit of your sensation now. How's your ability to feel in this arm and leg? Do you have any numbness in that?
This hand hurts all the time.
So pain. Okay, just like what kind of pain?
Just like it's constantly sore.
Just a soreness. Is it burning pain or achy pain, or is it more of, like you say, sore achy?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's tight?
But I keep working on my fingers.
Does that help when you stretch it out a little bit? Temporarily, anyway.
Temporarily.
Okay. But it's not numb. Can you feel it when I'm
Oh,
touching
yeah,
you? Okay.
I can feel it.
We're gonna use this tuning fork. This is to give us a sense of some of your type of sensation in your hand, known as proprioception. We're gonna do this on the hand and we'll also do it on the leg. I'm just gonna do this to your middle finger here. So actually, before we do this side, I want to show you what it feels like on this side. Just make sure you feel what kind of normal should feel like. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Can you feel that vibrating?
Oh, yes.
Close your eyes. Tell me now when the vibration goes away. You'll still feel the pressure, just when the vibration.
I can still feel some vibration.
Yep, just say now when it goes away.
It's pretty well gone now.
Okay, and that's about the same time I felt it go away too, so that's pretty normal vibration sensation. So we're going to do that kind of same thing on this side. I'm going to take your index or middle finger here. I'm just going to get started here. Okay, do you feel that vibrating?
Yes.
So close your eyes and just say now when the vibration goes away.
Okay, it's pretty well gone now.
Okay, well, that's pretty normal. That's pretty much the same on both sides, so that's good. That vibration sensation is there. We're going to check it on your legs now. So just let your leg, I'm just going to prop your leg up on my foot here. Just let it relax there. I'm going to put this on your big toe, okay? Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to your second toe because I don't want to put it on your big toe on that side because it might make you have that little bit of extension response. So I'm going to go to this one. Do you feel any vibration there?
Some. Not as extensive.
Right. Is it still vibrating?
It's pretty well gone now.
Okay, well, that's not too bad. I'm going to move up to the ankle here, just on the ankle here. Do you feel it vibrating there?
Mm-hmm.
Is that stronger than the toe? Say now when it goes away.
Yeah, it's pretty well gone now.
Okay, that's about right. That's about normal there. So we're going to do the same thing on this foot here. I'm just going to kind of prop your foot up here just to bring it up a little bit closer to me. You doing okay there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do it to that second toe here. So you feel that vibrating.
Mm-hmm.
Say now when it goes away.
It's not especially strong.
Right. Kind of similar to the right side? Is it gone?
That's about it, yeah.
Okay. It's actually pretty similar to your right side. And most people feel it a little less in the legs because those are longer nerves that go down to your legs versus your arms. As we get older, our longer nerves struggle a little bit to send signals the longer distance to get up to your spine. So they look fairly symmetric, but you have maybe a slight loss of vibration in both feet, but not significant or severe. So that's good. That means at least you feel where your leg is in space,
Oh, yeah.
and can tell if it's going to turn underneath you and that kind of stuff. So, all right. How's your? You had any problems with like seeing on this side of your vision over here on this left side, or what you call? Did anybody ever tell you if you had neglect, where you struggled to kind of like be aware of that left side of your body?
Yeah, although when I took my driver's test again, I can still get the perception. I'm within the perception.
I see. Within the range that's considered okay. So I'm just going to do a very simple screen with you. I'm going to have you go ahead and take this hand. You're going to cover that eye for me and look at my nose with your right eye. I'm going to bring my finger in from the side, so just keep your nose right here. When you see my finger come into view, say now. Okay, so I'm just going to start bringing it in.
Now.
Okay, good. We're going to do the same thing on this side, so you're going to keep this eye on me, and we're going to bring this in from the side here, and you just say now when you see it.
Now.
Okay. So you do have, when you're just attending to that, when that's all you're attending to, is you seem like your peripheral vision is pretty good, although neglect can be a different phenomena. You could still have okay vision and still have less attention of this side, especially with right-sided strokes. It's more common to have that inattention of this part of your world on the left side with a right-sided stroke. But it looks like that's, I've seen you before, and this looks like it's gotten some better, but it sounds like there's still some challenges at times with being aware of what's happening over on the left side. It takes some conscious thought to turn and make sure you're attending to those things. So. Okay. All right, we are going to look at your movement a little bit here, bed mobility and things like that. So the first thing you do is have you lay down with your head right up here. I'll help you if you need me to, but I want to see you start the process here and see what your normal strategy is here.
This is not my normal strategy because I'm a right side.
Are you normally get on the other side of the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's good to see both sides. So, okay, good. Good. Let's have you scoot your legs that way, just and your hips that way, just a little bit further. There you go. Now you look nice and straight there. Good. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, during the process of when you were sitting up, we had you do some movements. I noticed some tightness and stiffness in some of your joints. I want to just check a couple of the key joints here. So we're going to look at your shoulder a little bit. Take your, let's start with your right side. Bring that arm up over your head if you can. So just want to see where that is. I've got a goniometer here, so I'm just going to take a quick measure of your right side here. Oh, I need my reading glasses. See, I'm getting to that point. And we're about 125 as far as shoulder flexion on this side. So a little stiff. Does this bother you at all on that right side? Do you have any trouble with dressing or getting clothes on this right side just because of that stiffness?
I have a hard time dressing.
Yeah, I bet.
Anyway, because of I can't use the left arm.
Sure. I'm going to help you with this left arm because I know it's hard for you to move that. So let's just go ahead and lift this up over our head here as best we can. And did you say you had a total shoulder replacement on this side at one point? I remember you mentioning to me. So shoulder replacement, how long ago was that?
Would it be 4 years, Carol? 5 years? 5 years. Yeah, might be 5 to 6 now.
Did you get full motion back after that surgery? Do you remember pretty
Yes,
full
I
motion?
did, yes.
Okay. So we're limited here a little bit. So we've got about 100 degrees of shoulder flexion here, okay? And then kind of bringing it out to the side this way, we call that abduction. Looks like we're right about 90, okay? So just gets up there just to the point of straight up before that scapula starts to move. The other motion I want to look at is just, we call external rotation, how your arm rotates out to the side this way. So I'm just doing that very gently. Any pain with these?
Not so far.
So it's definitely stiff in that position. So we're looking at probably about 40 degrees or so of external rotation on this side is what we're looking at. Internal rotation looks pretty good, not too bad. That's usually not a problem, but this external rotation looks somewhat limited, about 40 degrees, but not terrible. Okay. See your elbow. You got a little bit of actually hyperextension of your elbow, about 5 degrees of hyperextension of the elbow. Actually, is that normal for you? Are you somebody who has hypermobile joints at times, or in your elbows or anything? You remember, like, could you lock your elbows out kind of backwards like that when you were younger and that kind of stuff? Let me see on that side if it's similar on that side. This one is about normal, a little extra mobility, but this one over here has got a little extra extension on it. Let's take a look at your right leg. Range of motion looks good. So just bend your hip and knee up like this. Good. So it looks like you've got good full motion there. We're going to take a look at this leg. Now go ahead and try to bend that knee up for me if you can. I'm going to help you a little bit.
It's sore.
A little sore from that fall?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll go easy. How's that hip? Is that as far as you can go?
That's about it, yeah.
Okay, where do you feel that at? In the hip or?
In the hip, yep.
Okay, good. So it looks like we got about 90 degrees or so there. Knee looks like it's got good motion as far as being able to flex it there. Here, just kind of looking at, not too bad as far as hyperextension goes. It looks like it's got a little bit, you're right at neutral there. Now let's take a look at your ankle here. I just want to see how far that comes up. So ankle's tight, stiff. Expected that. Just get a. Looks like you're. If I push on it a little bit, we can get to where you're lacking about 12 degrees of range of motion. So you're negative 12 degrees. You can't quite get your foot straight up yet. Okay, so we're lacking 12 degrees before you get to what's called a neutral or zero position of the ankle there. And we'd like to actually have closer to 20 degrees, beyond that zero position. So, okay. Good. So now, we're going to look at you just do a couple simple things here while you're laying in bed. First I want to see if you can roll onto your right side. I want to see what technique or strategy you use for that. Yeah. Without using that. As best you can. Help you with that arm a little bit. Okay. And roll. There you go. Good. Now you're going to go ahead and lay back on your back for me. Now that you got comfortable. Now this time you're going to roll to your left side. I'll move those pillows up for just a little bit that way. Okay, so roll onto your left side.
Yeah, that can be painful.
With the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just help you with that shoulder a little bit so it doesn't get... Is that okay?
Okay.
Good. And now you can lay back on your back. Good. So here's another challenge for you. Let's go ahead and, can you bend both legs up and kind of bend your knees up and have your feet flat on the table there? I'll help you. Oh, good. Oops, I'm going to help you just a little bit here. Take and support this foot there like that. Nice. Well done. I want to see you lift your hips up off the bed there. Kind of bridge them up for me like that. Excellent. Nice. Okay. Good. All right. Just want to see how you do with lifting your hips up there. That's an important skill to have. Now we've messed your hair up, so I'll have to straighten your hair back when you get back up here. So, all right. We are going to sit back on the edge of the bed. You can use whatever strategy you would try to use in a room. I know this is not your typical side that you get up on bed. You usually get on the other side. Is that true? See how strong your abs are here, huh? A little easier on this firmer mat, though, to move as well. So anyway, get your hair there. Important things, right? So
That's the only thing I can control myself.
use your... All right, John, we're going to take a look at some of your more mobility activities. First, I want to just look at your posture here sitting. So let me just take a quick peek how you look here from the front. Here, you're on your best behavior right now, I can tell. We saw how you were earlier when you were getting a little tired when we were working with you, so I'm just checking kind of where things are at with your shoulder here and your level of your shoulders and your head and those kind of things and your trunk. Good. Are you able to close your eyes and just keep your balance with your eyes closed in that sitting position? Good. And you can open your eyes. And actually, I need this rolling table. Let me grab this rolling table here. And I'll bring this way. We're going to look just a little quick peek at your dynamic balance. Can you reach forward with your right hand and grab that cup and place it back down on the table? next to you, the bed,
Okay.
and then put it back up here again. Can you go much further than that? If I put it out there. Okay. Nice. And place it back up here. Good. Okay. Good job. All right. I am going to bring your cane over here. Put that right here. And I'm going to raise this bed up just a little bit for you. Give you a little bit of boost here. So what I want you to do next is you're just going to scoot your hips out and try to stand up on your own. I'll help you if you need to. But I want to see how much of this you can do on your own. I can raise the bed up if needed. Okay, good. That was tough. It's from a pretty low surface there. Good. Now, are you able to stand without holding onto the cane? Just stand right here next to the table without touching the table. And let go of the cane. Good. Now, you're able to close your eyes while you do that. And I got you. I'm right here. Okay, you can open your eyes. You can touch your cane again. Well done. Nice job. And now I want to see you go ahead and just sit back down in a controlled way. So sit back down nice and controlled. Sort of controlled.
Yeah, that's right. That's just sort of.
Yeah, right.
Sort of.
So, okay, John, we're going to walk. And this first walk I want you to do is just what we call your comfortable pace walk. Right between these two lines here. Don't go yet. I haven't said go. Let me get my timer ready because I do want to time you on this. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go. Just comfortable pace.
Is that about the pace I do outside?
Keep going. Keep going till you pass the line. Keep going a little farther. Good. So that was 34 seconds for a 5-meter walk. And you can go ahead and go. I'm going to try to stay out of the way here. Good. Stop there. So go ahead and I want you to go up there. Yep. Okay.
And the goal, of course, is to get to here. And
Sure. And then go up using that leg. That's okay if you can't at this point. But nice to see you can bend it up there to get it up there. Oh, you're going to go all the way up like that or just...
Right.
What's that?
It's not going to make it.
Yeah. There you go. Good. Uh-huh.
I don't think we've
Sure.
done it since we
Broke the hip.
hip.
Okay. You can turn around now.
You may have a therapy, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead and turn around.
Now, normally I back down.
Do you back down?
Mm-hmm.
So show me your back down technique then, the way you typically do it. And we can work on the forward part in part of your therapy.
I really like to work on.
Okay, so you'd rather go, but for now, let's go back. Let's go the backwards technique. Excellent. Good job.